I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. 2 long semesters ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today began preparing her students for the AP Lang exam. In this momentous effort came a great beacon of light of hope to millions of struggling students who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their cramming. But 9 weeks later, the student still is not free. 9 weeks later, the life of the student is still sadly crippled by the manacles of test anxiety and the chains of the pressure placed on today's student. 9 weeks later, the student lives on a lonely island of unrelentless studying in the midst of a vast ocean of textbooks and lectures. 9 weeks later, the student is still languished in the corners of academic society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And so, we've come here today to dramatize this shameful condition.
Oh!
We have also come to this hallowed spot to remind students of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or taking the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of angst to the sunlit path of academic confidence. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all the AP God's children. It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. This sweltering summer of the students' legitimate discontent will not end until there is an invigorating autumn of passing scores. 2016 is not an end, but a beginning.
Alone. And as we bubble, we must make the pledge to always use a number 2 pencil. We cannot turn back. There are those who are asking the devotees of students' rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the student is the victim of the unreasonable amount of pressure placed on them. We can never be satisfied as long as our nights are heavy with the fatigue of continuous cramming, continue to deprive students of proper rest and peace of mind. We cannot be satisfied as long as the students are placing their self-worth on their grades. We can never be satisfied until the students are no longer slaves to the college board.
I am not unmindful that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from crammed classrooms, and some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storms of pressure from parents, teachers, college applications, and exams. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends. And so, even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the college-bound dream. I have a dream that one day these students will rise up and live out their true meaning of their mission in high school, to become better students, to better people who strive for success with confidence. I have a dream that one day on the red clay hills of Tallahassee, the students will be free of the constant pressure put on them by society to be the best of every aspect of academics.
I have a dream today. I have a dream that everyone, even in the state of Florida, students won't feel the need to compete with each other on every level of academic and social activities.
Preach!
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be under the constant fear of their GPA dropping under a perfect 4.0.
a dream today. This is our hope, and this is the faith with which I go back to the academic world with.
Whatever.
With this faith, we will be able to carve out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our schools into a beautiful symphony of self-assurance. With this faith, we will be able to work together to study, to go to testing sites together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will pass one day. And when this happens, and when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all God's children, every student, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the hopeful and the confident student.
Free at last. Free at last.
Woo!
Thank the AP gods almighty. Free at last. We're brothers. Go.
Yeah.
Yo. That felt right. It felt right.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all.
Honey?
Yeah.
What is that? Last night, the second one. It's like the 30-second long one. Remember? I don't see a 30-second. Here. Pass. Is it this one?
Aside from the individual stuff, what else do we have to do?
Alright, solid 30 seconds. Go. Oh!
Well, I want to hang myself.